I don't know how we're gonna segue to this next one, but
Godzilla's bad mother. Shut your mouth.
I'm just talking about Godzilla. I mean Shaft. Well, we went and saw the new Shaft movie. I think that one is just Shaft.
Yeah, it's just Shaft.
Yeah, not Shaft 2000, or Shaft in Africa. just Shaft, which is like a sequel to Shaft 2000, which is like, okay, when I first saw the trailer, I was like, what? And then like it's a comedy, and I was like, I don't know about this. But I don't know. I was just more. We went and saw it out of morbid curiosity.
Yeah, because it was just weird because it's like he didn't have his his black leather jacket. He had this kind of more weird kind of, or like a maroon kind of thing going on, and I'm like they probably did that because people would probably think he looks too much like Nick Fury.
Probably. That's a good point. That is a really good point because, yeah.
Legally distinct.
Yeah. No, that's not the same character. He does not have an eye patch.
He does not have an eye patch. He still acts like Sam Jackson, though.
Yeah. And in this one, he has a son.
He has a son.
And
it's just John Shaft Jr., huh?
Which is John Shaft Jr., but technically he should be John Shaft III because he's John Shaft II. Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah, they did. Well, both John Shaft 2000 or Shaft 2000 and this one has the original Shaft, which I always think is cool.
Yeah, Richard Roundtree.
He's always cool. I love him.
And they but in the trailer, like for the new Shaft movie, they call him Grandpa. John Shaft Jr. calls him Grandpa, and it's like, wait a minute, like how in Shaft 2000 he's his uncle, but they explain it that because Shaft is a ladies' man and he don't want to be tied down to no kid, and so he lied and told everybody that he was Samuel L. Jackson's uncle, and it was just like
someone did the whole Charlie Day web thing,
yes.
Like the conspiracy theory thing with all the rope lines, and just okay, we need to explain this, guys.
Yeah, we need to explain this because it's supposed to be in the same universe, but we lied when we made the last movie, but.
It's a fun movie.
It was way better than I thought it was going to be.
That's the one thing I think is, expectations can really, because sometimes you have low expectations, it can raise your expectations really high when it surprises you. And when something you think is going to be good and it's like, yeah, it kind of lowers your expectations a lot.
Yeah, you mean lowers the quality, or I guess your expectation of it, because
lowers the quality. Yeah, whatever.
Like your opinion of it lowers your opinion, or raises your opinion because you have a lot of expectations. Like, oh wow, this is way better than I thought. This is a good movie, and vice versa. Yeah.
Whatchamacallit? Yeah, Sam Jackson's got a kid, and that was actually kind of funny in itself. Just the. It's Sam Jackson being Sam Jackson.
Yeah, and Sam Jackson being Sam Jackson, but also he's more of a ladies' man, which you don't really see Sam Jackson being very often, So he's a ladies' man. They were never married.
Yeah, they were never married or anything.
To John Shaft's mom, but they were living together, and because they got caught up in a shootout. And she's like, I don't want my kid growing up with this crap. Goodbye. And she made, I don't know if she made him promise to never have contact with him.
Yeah.
Or she just wouldn't let him, or, something. And then.
Well, Sam Jackson always had his charm and.
Yeah.
Well, his care package when he was going to college.
Oh my gosh.
Bunch of butt magazines and stuff. But it was just funny. John Shaft Jr. was was it FBI?
Yeah, he got into FBI, but
FBI data analyst.
Yeah.
and like he was tracking like a murder of one of his friends, and was it? And yeah, he was like his friend was like a veteran and like had the worst name for
Yeah, kind
his
of like
brothers watching brothers.
yeah, it was like a Wounded Warrior kind of like charity, but like they would help, it would be more of a hands-on thing
Yeah, it
with.
was a little more hands-on. Like they would actually grab decommissioned like Humvees from Afghanistan, Iraq, whatever, and just fix them up and resell them.
Yeah, and it was just something to help them, and then they'd help them with their like support groups and stuff like that. But yeah, brothers watching brothers, and everyone's
Yes.
like, "Really? Are you serious? Like that's the worst name." And just
Yeah, it was just the butt. That was a big butt of the joke because every time they were talking, it was pretty silly. But yeah, and it was kind of fun because like yeah, with not having John Shaft in your life made him kind of a wuss and kind of like not assertive like
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because I mean, it was very like, because John Shaft kicks butt and take names,
you
and
don't take no crap.
yeah, he was he's one badass.
Shut your mouth.
Just talking about Shaft. No,
We can dig it.
like, sorry, I made that joke twice. Sorry, but but yeah, because like it was more kind of a more, oh, let's lead with our feelings, let's talk things out. We got to follow the rules and
Follow orders, do it by the book.
yeah, and fit into society instead of like being outside of society. And
Yeah.
so I mean, he was way different,
And they kind of, I mean, they taught each other different thing. I mean, like, because I mean that's just, I mean, it's usually that kind of movie anyway, of like one extreme, the other extreme. They both kind of eventually kind of learn the strengths and weaknesses of both sides, and they like, yeah, he became more confident. John Shaft Jr. became more confident and more of a badass shooting guns, and
yeah.
because I don't know, I kind of believe that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box, not bend the line, don't break it, kind of approach.
Right. And also, like, I kind of forgot too, because we were talking about Richard Roundtree and how, like, the reference to, Shaft 2000, they showed a clip from Shaft 2000 where he throws his badge against the door. And so that was it was interesting how, like, I mean, these movies are in the same universe. They're totally
The Shaft
opposite.
verse.
The Shaft verse.
Well, everyone's
Yes.
trying to make a verse. What was it? They wanted to make the monster verse with the mummy, and that's not happened. No, go ahead.
No, but I mean, like two totally different movies, totally different tones, everything. How I feel like they kind of brought them together.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they brought them together really well, and so, um, it was really entertaining. I really enjoyed it. I should pick it up soon. So
I don't know if it's out yet. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. But it was a good little fun movie. I'm not sure. What would you rate it on the?
I'd probably rate it an 8, maybe 7.5, 7.5.
Yeah, I think it sounds fair. It was a good movie. I was expecting like a 4. I was like, cash grab. Why does everything have to be come out?
Oh,
Like 10,
I know.
10 years later.
Like over
Well,
10
over 10
years
years.
later, I don't want to talk about something else, but we'll save that for another one. What we saw Wednesday, but yeah, it's kind of like, do we really? And yet here I am paying money to go see it, but it's kind of like, does this really need to be made? Especially Shaft. I mean, like that definitely did not need to be made, but it was good.
It's more meant for the older audience.
Oh yeah, do not take your kids or teenagers.
Well, I just think of like, I just more so thinking of like newer age, how more sensitive everyone is nowadays.
Oh, that's true.
That's also what I mean too.
Yeah, because there was a lot of things said and done that weren't very politically correct. So
Yeah. So Shaft is kind of like it is kind of like James Bond movies.
Yeah.
It is a little outdated. I still like them though. It's my thing, but oh yeah, and also yeah, James Bond wishes he was Shaft. That's also that's also what he said. But yeah, if you're gonna watch the Dave Chappelle Netflix, then you are okay to watch. You're okay to watch that. So
yeah.
but it's a good little movie. Go watch it.